Hello, you're looking at a 1995 Mack MS300. It is a Renault diesel with a 6-speed manual transmission. Now, I drove this truck last night about 150 miles from our storage lot to our car lot in Frankfort, Delaware. And it really did run great. No problems at all. I can tell you a couple things from that drive. I found out that the gas gauge does not work. It's full of fuel. I also found out that all the lights work, but the dash lights do not work. So that's how we're selling it. It also has a cracked windshield, and I'm getting a price from my wholesale window person to find out how much a windshield is, and I will have that in the listing. The air holds plenty of pressure. Has a air horn here. It's a little hard to drive till you get used to it. Obviously you got to shift correctly, you got to find the gears and all that, and I'll show you that in a minute when we take it for a ride. The interior is pretty clean. I'm sure it could use a wipe down. It does have air conditioning that blows. It does not blow cold, and has heat that blows. The body is in real good condition, not rusty. The box doesn't leak. Looks to be in good shape. The tires have some cracks on the side, but they have plenty of pressure. They're recaps, I'm sure, the back ones, and the front ones look very good. In here, the floor looks good. I'll tell you about the refrigeration unit in a minute, but it's all insulated. I just did have the refrigeration unit on. It was blowing cold. It shut off, but it was blowing cold. I'm going to try it again in a minute. So it may need, it may have overheated. I'm not sure about that, but it sure started right up and ran cold for a good 15 minutes or so. So that's going to need some sort of service. But the good part is that it blows cold. Shutting off for something little like that is normally not a big deal at all. Takes diesel fuel, you know that. We're located in Frankfort, Delaware. We're about an hour and a half, 2 hours from Wilmington, Delaware. 20 minutes from Ocean City, Maryland. This vehicle ran the highways a lot, so it's set up for highway driving, which is good. It doesn't rev up real high. Let me climb up here, and this was a trade-in on a new one by a large company. Sorry for the jumping around. Can show you real quick the top of the compressor. Let me step down here without killing myself. Let's try it once. She's cranking. I'm not sure what. Well, it has 4,100 hours on it. It ran, and it ran cold. I can tell you that. So it's probably going to need some sort of service, but it did run, and it ran cold. It certainly will drive you wherever you need to go. So we undo the air brake. Has a hydraulic clutch. There's not much throw to it. Very low first gear. It took me a little while to get used to it. It did. I'm going to start out in second. And it's not always easy to find the gear, but it's a very high dollar unit that's going to sell for a cheap price. You got to live with a couple things. 267,000 miles is really not much at all, especially since they're highway miles. Look at what most people are selling these refrigerated units for. Fix a couple little things on this windshield. Wrong gear. I'm not the best at driving it. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I missed the gear. We'll do it again in a minute. But she's got plenty of oil pressure. Doesn't run hot or anything. I drove it 60, 65 last night, and she drives very easy. By my lot here in a minute. I'll show you a picture of it. It's called Better Price Used Cars. There we are. I'm going to slow down again and go through the gears. It was very easy and comfortable to drive. Again, it takes some learning of the gears and where they are. I think I'll slow down. There's a big truck behind me that didn't pass me, and then I'll go through the gears again. So anyway, when you come to pick this up, you'll get a 60-day temporary tag to drive it home on, a bill of sale, and we have a clear title to title it in your state. Okay. Now I'm going to start out in second. Second's plenty low, especially with nothing on it. Here's third. Straight back. Fourth. Oh, actually, I see fifth is straight ahead. Okay, that's fifth. Here's the, and then sixth is all the way back and down. There we go. So believe me, it took me a while to get that. So I'm not going to tell you it's the easiest thing to shift, but if you're the type of driver that adapts to anything like I am, you figure it out after a little while. drives nicely, wheels don't shake, safe to drive, and will haul and load for you and keep it nice and cold. Please don't bid unless you're able to finish the transaction. You'll need $250 at the end of the auction, and then the balance is due within 7 days. If you are thinking about shipping, look at the website uship.com. It's the letter U and ship.com. If you're thinking about shipping out of the country, it is possible for me to get this to the port for a fee. My neighbor works there, and he has the card to get it in there. So anyway, that's the story. So buy this 95 Max.